So I'm down here in the yard. The water that comes down from up the hill and from my neighbor's sump pump pretty much into our yard forms a big old puddle and then comes down here and just sits in our yard. And so in our poor neighbor's yard where that grass is really high, there's like a ton of the of water, but it sits in our yard too, as you see. So I decided to try to channel some of this water by planting plants that love water and can thrive in water. So there's a blueberry bush right there in the middle, and actually it's doing better collecting blueberries and they look like they're gonna be big and plump than the blueberry bush from last year that's in the middle. You'll see it when I get in there. But I also am transplanting these irises from the front yard, and I put some here, but I'm going to probably put some more. And I have some other water-loving plants there that are small. They haven't grown big yet. Um, but also, I just wanted to show you the garden. Take my own notes. So this is our great parsley that's like some growing out of the ground, straight out the ground. Some in the flower bed that kind of falling apart. But I've got some onions here. I've got some, oh gosh, some kale. I'm going to cut this off so it won't try to flower. I'll probably have to cut it a little further. Yeah, so I don't want it to flower. I want it to grow more kale. I do have some other kale that I planted in there. Hopefully it'll grow up by the fall. Um, Lots of other little plants. Little Andreas and I planted some other ones because my tulips came up and too fast. The weather changed so quickly and they died. But this is the blueberry bush. Actually, I have one I'm hoping will come back. It just looks like twigs down there. It did so well last year. But this is a blueberry bush that I've had for years now that did poor compared to the one on the left. But then now the one on the left looks like it's not coming back. But you see, I just have a little bit of blueberries and not a lot. I've got to check my pH balance for the soil because it might be why. It doesn't look like hardly any on there this year. Um, I don't know what these are. I planted them one year and they keep coming back. It hasn't flowered yet. So these are going to be college. Gosh, I taped it before. This is why I tape things because quite often I forget what it is until it starts growing. Gonna have some great things growing on this vine. Um, Watermelon, squash, etc. Here's my Swiss chard. Loving my Swiss chard. It's so tasty. Here's some wild Swiss chard growing. Just grew on its own from seed, I guess. And so here are going to be strawberries up in the barrel. And here's my hubby's tree that we bought a couple of years ago. It's finally started growing. Last year we had like 3 peaches. So this is engrafted. It's called a fruit cocktail tree. And this part is the peach. These are the peaches. So you see all those peaches that are going to be on here? And then this part is the nectarines. Believe it or not, this is a huge nectarine tree right here. Oh, I do look like we have some. I told my husband, oh, this is peaches as well. This down here is the apricot, but it doesn't look like that's going to grow um, this year. But it's okay. If we just have peaches and nectarines, that's fine. And so these are cherries. These are 2 cherry trees that we planted. We've got some lettuce over there, some cabbage, some more irises. I've got some irises that are kind of dying back there. I've got to put them in the ground. I've got all kind of things out here. Some more Swiss chard. I just can't think of it all right now. I made the mistake of putting my aloe vera plant out here. It does not like the cold weather, obviously. Lots more to plant. Have so much stuff in the house that has to go out. But yeah, that's my new pride and joy, our fruit cocktail tree. It's looking great. And all those cherries on the way. Yeah. Oh, and over there in the other garden I call my apple orchard is as our two apple trees. So excited about it. They're growing in. Um, I'm so excited. Can't wait to have some apples this year, hopefully, because they haven't been growing the past couple years. Oh, and I'll have sunflowers and everything else once they cucumbers. Oh yeah, so cucumbers are gonna grow on this vine. But it's too cold out here right now, and I've got lots of cherry tomatoes and tomatoes in the house as well. So that's the garden for right now. I'm gonna cut me some parsley for my smoothie and maybe for a hair treatment. Love you guys who are watching.